Get your hands washed then and brush your hair. Mind now, don't waste water.
Mama, will you braid my hair?
I showed you how 100 times. You go wash up.
Hi, Miss Sandy.
Marty?
Sure, I'm hungry.
Look at yourself. You're going to eat with your hands and your face unwashed? What would your pa say when we get back to Fort Bridger if you got into a habit like that? You go wash. And don't waste water.
No, ma'am.
Don't pay Mrs. Andy no mind when she goes on at you like that. Sometimes women, they just gotta fuss like a jaybird over a garden snake. Your pa's gonna be real proud of you. You've grown and learned a lot since he went west.
Riders coming in.
Howdy. Where are you folks bound?
Fort Bridger, then California. You boys?
Well, right now, mister, we'd be willing to settle for the next town. What stallion would that be?
Belongs to the boy here.
Son, I'll give you 3 of these horses for him.
No, sir.
Here's you're the man to do business with. The whole string for 2 fresh horses, some meat, and enough supplies to get us to Fort Bridger.
And a jug, if you don't mind.
Where'd you get them?
Well, they were running wild, and me and Judd here caught them, broke them.
But, sir, we're horse tamers. That's what we do for a living.
Well, how about it, Wagon Master? We got a deal?
Deal.
Something wrong, Hardy?
Them men. They ain't riding high-shouldered saddles.
What does that mean?
Means they ain't horse breakers.
We could see those horses, and you could put those goods together. We'd like to make some miles before dark.
Well, appears to me you let them horses go awful cheap. Command should be looking for the ones that stole them. The trail stops here. If I gotta say anything more than that, you've got the brains of a grasshopper.
Red.
Oh, Betty Sue. You turn around and go right back. What would your mama say if she knew?
She wouldn't care if I was with you.
You go back. I gotta find Big Red.
I want to come with you.
Do you have to follow me everywhere I go? Come on. You'll have to be quiet. There might be Indians around.
We've been looking for you all night. Suppose we'd gone off and left you.
Party time!
Plums? Everything's plums to you. These aren't plums, these are raspberries. Well, maybe if we take some back, Mrs. Andy won't be so mad at us for making the wagon train get a late start. Stay here. You move 1 inch and I'm never taking you anywhere again.
I want Mommy.
Just sit there. I'll be right back. We gotta go on alone. Indians came and our folks had to go west. Now we gotta go meet them.
I stay here just like you said.
I know, Betty Sue. And I surely appreciate it. Now we gotta go. Those Indians might come back.
I want Mama.
We gotta sneak away. We gotta hide.
Is it like a game?
It's like hide and seek. Only we have to run a long way before we can hide.
All right.
Have you seen Collins?
Over in the corral trying to break his full neck.
Bill Squires, can't you show up somewhere without stirring up the dust?
I've been looking to find you.
But I thought you said you never wanted to lay eyes on me again.
You stole my horse.
I won him fair and square in that poker game, and you know it.
I was drunk.
You were sober enough to check into me with that full house.
Must have made you tremble, you sitting there holding them 4 queens.
Yeah? And your horse.
Never did like the knothead anyway.
Well, you said you was looking for me. What?
Yeah, we gotta talk, Scott.
Yeah, sure.
Looks like the Indians hit him about daybreak. Never had a chance.
Comanche? Damn. Any youngsters?
No boy the age of yours was among them.
What about a little girl? About 5?
None. Andy Powell and his wife, they were among them.
The girl belonged to him. Betty Sue.
Well, maybe the Comanche just packed them up and hauled them off.
Sometimes they take young males and raise them up as bucks. How many of them?
I don't know, 5 or 6.
Hit and run sort. It's not likely they'd be taking any captives. Besides this here Cheyenne country. Small war party wouldn't want to run the risk of hitting some Cheyenne. They want to be moving fast. Young'uns would just slow them up.
You think the youngsters got away?
I figure they're back there somewhere.
Well, they sure don't stand much chance out there alone.
Well, I figure they're not alone either. Big Red. Stallion, my boy Hardy, raised from a colt. He'd outrun anything on those plains, including Comanche ponies. I'm going back.
You realize they might already be dead.
That boy worked beside me ever since he could walk. He knows how to snare a rabbit, build a bow and arrow, and I taught him how to shoot and how to survive. If he's alive, he's going to be expecting me.
You can't go out there alone.
That boy's all I got, Bill.
Give me a couple minutes, I'll get a fresh mount and go with you.
Figured you would.
You figured I would.
My pa taught me how to make a bed like this.
Hardy, will you help me braid my hair?
I don't know how to braid your hair.
Never mind, I'll try to remember how Mom showed me.
Come on. You gotta wash your hands and face before you go to sleep.
Hardy, should I say my prayers?
Yeah. I think you better.
Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Betty Sue! Let's go. We gotta get out of here.
This is hard country, Scott. Them kids ain't gonna last long out here if they're walking. You know, I know it ain't been said, but what if them Indians got that stallion?
It'll be a waste of good horse flesh, then. Comanche rides a horse half to death and eats him. Now, they're together. Hardy raised that horse like a pup, and they haven't been apart since. Besides, Red wouldn't allow no Comanche to ride him off.
Well, this is Cheyenne country, and Cheyenne would kill for a horse like that.
I don't need to be hearing that, you know. Now, if those kids are dead, I mean to find their bodies and bury them decent. But I'm betting they're alive. So quit talking like you're attending a funeral, huh? You think we're wasting our time here? You go on back.
Well, I'm not thinking like
No,
that.
you're
I'm
not thinking.
Cheyenne.
Don't touch that rifle.
Yatehe Bilagana Tishmana.
Yatehe.
Looks like you two know each other.
Yep, we've crossed trails before.
Bilagana na ke. Tish Wadate Nasha Bilagana the ne na ke. Special stay la start te.
I was apologizing for throwing down on us. They're looking for a couple of white men. Appears they killed a pair of Comanche bucks over some horses.
Shidota the netota sto. Hey dishi. Pula.
The same horses were spotted in the wagon camp before the Comanche war party attacked.
Ski yajikish ne taj tish ne taj te. The thing that then.
The chief's afraid since this here is Cheyenne country, they'd get the blame. He caught Painted Face over there with the Henry rifle, wagon master's name on it.
Did he say anything about the 2 horse thieves?
No, where were the wagons? War party's still out looking for him.
What's that all about?
I believe he's asking us what we're doing here in Cheyenne country.
Hope you told him.
Yeah, I did. He wishes us luck.
And what's he saying?
He says we're gonna need it.
Hey.
Are we almost there, Hardy?
No. We have a long way to go, Betty Sue.
How long?
4 days, maybe more.
Will we ever eat?
We'll eat.
Good.
We're gonna stay on the trail today. Indians won't ride in the rain unless they have to.
Honey, I'm awful hungry.
I know. My pa told me the only way a man can get through this world is by using his brain. Bear's got his claws. Wolf's got his nose. Hawk's got his wings. And a man, he can get along if he uses his brain.
Hardy, is your pa really coming to get us?
He's coming. We still gotta head for Fort Bridger, away from the trail. Anyway, my pa told me to think of the worst possible thing that could happen. Plan for it. So I gotta use my brain and get us something warm to wear. Something warm to eat or drink.
Hardy, plans!
Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts.
Ready? What's the matter?
Maybe I should have brought Hardy out with me instead of leaving him to come out with Andy Powell.
No good blaming yourself.
I'm not talking about blame. I'm talking about two kids who are out there somewheres with no chance.
No chance is just what they'll have if you turn back now.
Well, who's talking about turning back?
You for the last 10 miles, and I'm tired of listening to it.
So am I. You coming?
There's an Hardy.
Grizzly tracks and they're fresh too. We gotta get out of here. Run, Betty Sue, run! It's all right. We're gonna leave.
Fort Bridger?
Been on to Oregon.
We're out of Fort Bridger. You seen any sign of 2 youngsters?
Out here?
Yeah, they're lost.
Poor souls.
We've heard Indians are on the rampage.
Well, them's Comanches. See, this is Cheyenne country. You'll find them pretty friendly.
My wife's brother's out looking for game. He might have seen them. We're about to call it a day. You're welcome to stay the night. We've plenty for supper. We could use a couple of extra rifles, at least for one night.
Even you gotta rest sometime, Scott. Huh?
No, thanks, but we'll stay until your scout gets back.
Is Red gonna be all right?
He's hurt, Betty Sue. He's hurt real bad. He can't go much further.
His wife wasn't more than a girl when she died. That's when he decided to come west and make a new home for himself and his son. See, Collins come out alone. Left his boy with a good family in Wisconsin. They come out a year later. They got as far as Bitter Creek. It's about a 3-day horseback ride from Fort Bridger. I was riding scout when I come across him.
Comanches.
Collins' boy seemed to have survived. Him, little girl, riding a big red stallion.
Do you think they're still alive?
He won't think otherwise.
He's hurt. Got it into his head that he can't get up. Won't even try.
Red, get up.
It's no use.
Please get up, Red.
Attaboy, Red. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay.
Worried about you, Gray. I seen some Indians last night and decided to stay low.
How many?
These 2 fellas are from Fort Bridger.
About a half dozen. I can't tell one tribe from another, but they were painted.
You didn't see 2 kids, did you, Gray?
No, ma'am, but I did see some mighty strange tracks yesterday. Looked like 2 kids and a horse, a big horse.
Whereabouts?
You know where them bluffs are near the timberline, river running below it?
Yeah, I know that ground.
Right there.
That had to be since the rain.
Like yesterday.
Yeah.
You find that boy of yours.
I will, ma'am. Let's go, Bill. They're alive.
Heading straight for them folks we just left. We gotta help them, Scott.
I finally got a clue to where the kids are. All right, how do you want to do it?
Looking for 2 men, aren't they? We're 2 men, aren't we?
I can count. Come on, let's go.
Adios, amigo. I'd say they'll be chasing them horses 2 days.
Yeah, maybe 3.
Well, that'll give those folks in the wagons time to get away. Come on. Hey!
Hey.
Couple of kids. Judd, that's that horse from the wagon train.
Yeah. That's some kids, too.
Party, is that your pa?
No. My pa'll be coming along.
What you doing out here, boy?
The wagon train got attacked by Indians. So me and Betty Sue had to come on alone. We had Red, so we kept riding and camping. There's this big Indian following us. We just ran into a grizzly bear and Red fought him. We just barely got away.
You think we stupid? A grizzly kill you quicker than scat. And no horse can stand up to a grizzly.
Red wasn't afraid. He fought him.
I reckon he did at that. Claw marks. It just don't seem reasonable, boy, you two out here alone like this. You say your pa's hunting you? How do you know that?
I just know he is, 'cause that's the way my pa is.
Probably figures the Indians got you by now. Your pa ain't hunting you, boy.
That's not so. He is hunting us. I just know he is.
Boy, get off that horse.
Well, come on.
I don't like those men.
I don't like him either. Go to sleep.
Look at it, Judd. Ain't nobody knows they're alive. And I'd give an arm for that horse.
What about that engine that boy's talking about?
It's just boys' talk.
Yeah? Well, I sure would like to know who that boy's pa is.
It don't matter. Nobody'll ever hear.
Somebody bound to recognize that horse.
We swapped them. Traded him from some Indian. Look, ain't one chance in a million we'd ever run across anybody that knowed him.
I sure hope you're right. I'm telling you something, Cal. This boy's gonna grow up and be a fine hand someday.
I want to ride me that horse this morning.
My pa don't let anybody ride Red, him or me.
The pa ain't here, boy. I'll ride him when I see fit.
My pa'll be coming along. He has a way about him.
Well, just where is your pa, boy?
He's at Fort Bridger.
Bridger, huh? What's your pa, boy? Soldier?
He's a wild horseman. He breaks horses and mules for the army. He's also mighty good with a gun.
He mighty good with a gun, huh? Just who is your pa, boy?
Scott Collins.
I heard of him.
I figured you had. You being horse breakers, too.
We better have us another think. If you're figuring on keeping that horse, you better not be thinking about riding him now. What we ought to do is just saddle up and get out of here.
That's my pa's horse. You just leave him alone.
Steady, boy. Easy now. Steady. Ho! Ho! With him now. Ho! Get steady now.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Yeah, Red.
thought you said you could ride that horse!
Oh, no. Come on out. I know you're out there. Ain't gonna hurt you. Hey. Come on now. I know you're in there. Out there somewhere. Come on, I ain't gonna hurt you. Come on.
We can't make it without supplies. So I'm going back to camp to get some food.
Artie, that's stealing.
Well, they're gonna hurt us. Or even kill us if they catch us.
My dog!
Come on, Betty Sue. We gotta get out of here.
Looky here.
Looks like that old stallion, this grizzly, really had at it.
Yeah, this old feller's fought a lot of wars.
Signs of your boy all over the place. Girl, too. Looks like the Indian got into it some.
Yeah, he worked on him with his knife. Looks like he finished him off at 45-70. What do you got?
Moccasin track. Indian's still calling the kids.
Yeah.
Artie, will we ever see Big Red again?
Big Red will find us. I just know he will. Red, I knew you'd come. Where have you been, Red?
Stallion's tracks are leading south. The Indian pony following.
Well, the youngsters' tracks are all around here, you know, like as if someone was chasing them. It'd be those Comanche killers. Looks like they messed around that old stump over there. Then they come over here, then went back over there, on up the valley walking.
The horse got away. We're gonna find him, Bill. I can feel it.
Tracks are headed north. I doubt they'd tackle that mountain.
Well, Hardy might. He'd try to go where they wouldn't expect him. Then he'd try to point best he could towards Bridger.
Well, that's a heap to ask from a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I know it. You know, Bill, I sometimes wish he had it easier, but now I'm glad he didn't. He's had to learn to be responsible, and he makes it through this. It'll be because of that. Well, I reckon we should eat, huh? And we'll figure out what to do later.
Good idea. I'll scout around downstream, see if I can cut out some tracks on that stallion. Found signs of that stallion downstream. The kids with him? Looks like somehow they caught up with each other. They headed north.
What about that Indian?
He's right behind them.
Why is that Indian after us, Hardy?
I've been thinking about that. I don't think he wants us. He wants Big Red.
That's not very nice.
No, Betty Sue, it's not.
Are you going to let him have Red?
Not if I can help it.
Good.
Storm coming. We better stop here. Looks to me like someone holed up here for quite a spell.
Wind's changing. Could blow up a storm.
Yeah.
You know, old Pete Schifrin had a place around here somewhere. Him and me hunted every inch of this country together. He says he found gold. All I know is one day he took out of Fort Hall like the devil was after him. Slipped off with quite an outfit.
What happened?
I don't know. Nobody ever saw him again. Maybe the Indians got him.
Well, if we can find his place, maybe we can hole up.
That's what I was thinking. What do you figure your boy will do?
Same as we will. Find himself a hole and crawl in it. We've waited out storms back home before. He probably seen it coming, found himself some cover. He's a good boy.
Hardy, when will we get to Fort Bridger?
Soon.
Will Mama be there?
She might be.
I like this place. It's warm.
Yeah. I'd like to stay, but we gotta get to Fort Bridger. We're leaving in the morning. I'm gonna go see Big Red before we go to sleep. Help me, Red. I'm kind of scared. I can't let Betty Sue know that because she depends on me. We must have made it more than halfway. If you stay with us, you can make it. It's all right, Red. It's all right, boy. Don't you worry. No wolf is gonna get us in here.
I hope your pa finds us.
Oh, he'll find us. I bet he's looking for us right this minute.
Squires, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Just how old are you?
Well, I was 33 and 43, 43 and 53, 53. I'm pretty old.
Well, don't you think you're just a mite too old to be a riding around these mountains anymore?
What do you mean by that?
Well, let's think about that little girl with Hardy. If we make it through this, we'll have to look after her.
Wheel?
You know that little place I got west of Bridger? It ain't much, but it's a start. I thought you...
You thought wrong. I ain't slept under a roof in 40 years, and I ain't gonna start now.
Well, that's the way you feel about it. I reckon we'll just have to send her to one of those orphan places. I hear they got one in St. Louis.
They got one in Kansas. And they got two in Texas, and I've been in all of them. And she ain't going to one of them orphan places, and that's final.
Good. Coffee?
It's all right, Red. We'll handle it.
Hardy boy, where are you?
Squires? Moccasin tracks.
Yeah, some Injun's been sitting by our camp watching for some time.
Them are the same horse tracks as the Indian that's following the kids.
Let's go.
The wolves might come back, but they'll follow us from a distance, that's for sure. So we gotta find a shelter for all of us. A place where we can keep a fire going. Because wild animals are afraid of fire.
Hey, wait a minute.
Let's go.
Hardy, will Mama be very far off?
We won't see her today. Gotta find us a place to stop. So you keep looking, Betty Sue, because you might see something that I don't.
Hardy, are there going to be wolves?
Maybe. Don't worry, because we're gonna build us a fire. I'll build a fire.
I'll help.
We are gonna make it, Betty Sue. I just know we are.
You know that too, don't you?
Yes.
Roll up in that buffalo coat and go to sleep.
No tracks. Nothing. You should have killed that kid.
You forgetting that Scott Collins boy?
Don't bother me none.
Yeah, well, it bothers me. I smell smoke.
Coming from the south.
Wolves. Don't sound like they're hunting.
Sounds like they got something cornered down there. I bet you 8 to 5 it's them youngins.
Look. There's your wolves.
Yeah.
Come on. Hap, hap.
Boys, fire all right.
Yeah. That horse is with them, too. There's his tracks.
Let's go.
Wait a minute. Ain't no sense in running around out there in the dark. Why don't we stir up the fire a little bit and break out the jug? We'll go find them first thing in the morning. I'll go get the horses. somebody else been in here besides that boy?
Who's gonna be out here this time of year?
I don't know, but somebody been in here. Man just don't go off and leave a good coat like this.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Could be the children. And it could be Indians.
And it could mean horse thieves, too. And it could be that Injun that was following the kids went and got himself some help. Seen those other horse tracks. All right, let's throw a loop around the area cutting for sign. If anyone rode in there, they should have left some tracks. If we ride a wide enough circle, we're bound to find them.
It'll take a while. It's better than riding blind. Let's go.
Looks like your horse wandered off during the night. I'll go find him for you.
Judd. Make sure you come back.
Oh, don't talk foolish. Man, be crazy wanting to ride in this country all by himself.
That's what I mean.
You just sit tight. I'll find him for you.
I'll sit tight. This is Pete Schifflin's coat. And there's gotta be gold in there somewheres.
Get back in here! We got things to talk about, boy. We might make ourselves a deal. Besides, I know where your pa is.
Will you take us to my pa?
Sure enough. Tell me where the man is that belongs to that coat. I'll take you to your pa.
We're coming in.
Where's the man that wears that coat?
I don't rightly know.
You know when he'll be back?
No, sir.
Look, boy, don't lie to me. That coat's been wore recent.
We've been using it as a blanket.
You're lying. You didn't have no coat before.
We found it.
You found it. Where?
Back yonder. Camped in a cabin during the storm. The coat was there.
You see anything of that man, Schifflin?
We didn't see anybody. That man you're talking about must have gone off and got himself hurt. Maybe even Indians killed him.
Why do you say that?
Well, nobody was in the cabin. The coat was just there. He didn't go off to stay. No, he left too much of his outfit behind.
You're right smart, boy. Right smart. If Judd comes back in here, you're not to mention anything about this. You understand? Do you understand?
I won't. As long as you give us some of what you're after.
You'll do, boy. You'll do. What is it you think Schifflin had?
Gold or furs? I don't think it was furs. No, I didn't see any traps around. I think it was gold.
You young is just rest tonight. I figure we got us a chance to get rich. Tell me something, boy. You figure that horse of yours is out there somewhere?
He wouldn't go far.
Suppose you went out there and you called him and he heard you. Would he come in?
I think so.
Well, suppose you get out there and you start calling him a few times. Your little sister here will stay with me.
Don't you hurt her.
What kind of talk is that, boy? Huh? You and me's pars, aren't we? Besides, you know where that Shiflin cabin is and I don't. I'm not likely to hurt you now, am I? Go on. Get up there and call him. Go on.
Damn it, Bill, we're still riding blind. Hardy.
Well, we better get down there fast. Them Indians heard your boy, too, and they're a lot closer than we are.
What are you doing? Get back up there!
You better listen, mister. There's Indians coming.
You're lying.
I'm not.
How many did you see?
About 5 or 6, maybe even more.
Get inside. Where's Judd? Get behind those rocks.
Don't be scared. We'll be all right.
I wish your pa would come, Hardy.
He'll come, you'll see.
Keep quiet back there. Boy! That horse of yours is still out there. Call him, now. Look, them Indians ain't likely to kill a young'un. Now, one a running chance. Now, you call that horse, or I'll kill the both of you, and I won't wait for no Indian.
No, I won't do it.
Boy, I'll kill her now. You're running out of time, and she's got a little less than that. Call that horse now.
Mister, you stick your head out to shoot us, those Indians will kill you for sure.
Listen, boy. Call that horse over here. On him, we can get away scot-free. Call him.
It's a sure enough lie, Betty Sue. He wants red for himself. No!
Boy, call that horse! Come out of there!
Call that horse, kid.
I won't.
Call him! Right on the rifle.
Pa!
Scott Collins. I ain't got a chance against two of you.
He'll stay out of it.
That boy sure bragged on you. Said you were the best. Let's find out!
Brad!
I knew you'd come back, Ed. It's all right, man. It's all right.
Ed, I love you. It's all right.
It's all right, Ed. I knew I'd find you.
Make it come. I always knew it. I love you, Pa.
I love you too, Hardy Collins. I love you too.
Why don't you carry Betty Sue? I think she'd like that.
Well, I'd like that too. I surely would.
Well, I wouldn't. She's riding with me, and that's final.